You're watching PowerNation. Today on Music City Trucks, the 632 SS is inches from the finish line.
We install our interior with fresh carpet and custom seats that match the theme of our sinister Chevy.
Then we hit the highways to enjoy the fruits of our labor and show the true spirit of our OBS. Hey guys, welcome to Music City Trucks. We're on the front stretch and the checkered flag is in sight on our 632 SS project.
And if you're just tuning in, let us show you how we got to this point on our big block OBS. We bought a slightly modified Chevy Silverado that was roadworthy, but when we strapped it to the dyno, our OBS was disappointing to say the least. We quickly got it into the shop and started executing our plan of attack. This meant ditching the anemic small block and automatic slush box trans for a fire-breathing 632 cubic inch big block and a Magnum 6-speed manual. Once we had our chassis modified, we sent it out for sandblasting and powder coating. Then we shifted our focus to the body panels. After several finger-numbing days of sanding, and even more sanding, we were able to get our Chevy in the paint booth and lay down a sleek satin black finish. With the paint cured and our chassis back from powder coat, it was time to start assembling our OBS. We installed upgraded 6-piston brakes on all 4 corners and dropped in our new fuel system. Next up, we tackled some of the interior pieces by refurbishing our old blue sun-faded panels with a fresh coat of hot rod black to match our dark exterior.
So now that you're up to speed on our project, well, we got a lot of little things to finish up, and one of those involves safety, and that's going to be the subject of today's Summit Tech Tip. When you're building custom trucks like ours, sometimes you have to re-engineer some of the subsystems. Now, ours was originally equipped with an automatic transmission, and we're switching to a manual transmission. All your factory manual transmission vehicles have a switch on the end of the clutch pedal there that interrupts the starter motor circuit. So you push your foot on the clutch pedal, and when you hit the starter, it will allow the engine to spin over. But if your foot's not on the clutch pedal all the way down, it's not going to let it start up prematurely. So for us, we don't have a switch on the end of the clutch pedal, but what we do have is I got this pressure switch I picked up from Summit Racing. I plumbed it into the hydraulic circuit here for the throwout bearing. So we'll hook this up like that, and that's going to complete the circuit down to the starter motor relay. Put our foot on the clutch pedal there, generates pressure, closes those contacts, and they'll allow the starter motor to spin over in a safe manner.
Well, we're getting real close to finishing up our Project 632 build, but we got one more important step to finish up, and that's installing our interior. Now, we got our full interior kit from TMI, and that includes this premium carpet kit, and it comes in multiple pieces, which makes install just a little bit easier. We've already got our padding down in the truck, so let's show you how to get this installed. Now, one trick that you really want to make sure that you do is when you get this stuff, it's going to come in a box. Get it out of the box, put it flat on the ground, so that way it gets all the wrinkles and all the stuff from being crammed in the box out of it. All right, now you want to make sure you're starting with the centerpiece of the 3 pieces for the floor that we have. And that way, because what we got to do is we got to trim this up, and so these pieces tuck up all nice, and this seam right here flows real nice with the centerpiece. Now they also have a cutout here for the air box. You want to make sure that you're wrapped around nice and tight on that, because that's what's kind of dictate on which direction this thing's going to settle in. All right. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to use some tack adhesive here. We're going to spray both sides of the carpet and on the padding that we've already got laid down here. And you want to work in about 12 to 14 inch increments, so that way you don't get yourself stuck in a bind. And you got a little time to work with this tack adhesive, so if you mess up, you still have a little bit of time to go ahead and fix your wrongs. Now we'll get all roller, try to get all these bumps out of it. Now you're just trying to get this stuff to lay down as flat as possible. I mean, nothing's flat, perfectly flat in this truck, unless you wanted to sculpt all this, but we're not doing that. We're just kind of trying to get this in, change the color, make it look good. All right, so next up, we got this sprayed down, it's holding. What we got to do now is cut an X in here to get our shifter to sit down nice and flat. That way we can get everything else to follow the contour. Now you want to make sure you're pulled tight, get it where you want it to go. So that way when you make this cut, it ends up in the right spot after you get it all flat. Find our center point of our shifter. Just take a regular utility knife, cut an X. Now we'll come back after the fact, after we get it all glued down, trim this up, make it nice. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. So we'll pull it back up, get it over our shifter, get it back to your glue line, spray another 12 inches up. All right, give that a little time to set up. All right, let's get her down. All right, get your roller. Roll it on out. Hey, yo, Mike, you mind grabbing that driver's side piece of carpet?
Okay.
Having a thought.
All right.
Might save us a little bit of time. All right. I mean, if we don't have to trim that, that's gonna save a lot of time.
Yeah, that
And I don't think we're gonna have to. That fits pretty nice.
drops right in place. Glue it, send it.
You good?
Yep.
Rock and roll.
All right, get our sill plate on there and they'll tie that up real nice.
All right, well, it's in the truck. I got a few holes to punch, a little bit of trimming here and there, but overall it went in really easy. Put the kick panels in, a couple plastic pieces, and this thing's gonna be ready for a seat.
Coming up, we give ourselves a place to plant our cheeks.
Oh yeah. Man, I tell you what, Mike, TMI has really got these seat frames down. You didn't have to mess with the holes at all. Everything lines up. And you got a little trick with this carpet that really makes install that much easier.
Yeah, what he's talking about, just took a piece of tubing here and made a sharp edge and then took a torch and heated up that end, and wherever you want a hole, well, just take that hot piece of tubing and whoop, pop it right through there, and it really cuts that edge nice and clean.
Yeah, and it also keeps the carpet from fraying at the ends because it kind of melts it together, which, as we know, that can be a major issue with putting carpet in.
Yeah, I've tried it in the past, drilling holes through the floor, through the carpet right there. So you get that drill bit, hit that carpet, it just spins it, and pulls it all out, makes it all a mess.
And then at the end of it, you got a big line missing your loop, which is no good.
All right, well, while you finish that up, I'm gonna grab the console.
Sounds good.
And for our seats, TMI sent us this Cruiser Collection Pro Lowbacks. They're black to match our truck with that red stitching, gonna look really nice. And in the middle, we've got our console here that flips up to be a little buddy seat and has a little storage offering there with the cup holders. Now let's put it in the truck. All right, let's get this guy in here.
Right on. Looks like I can slap a driver's seat in here, huh?
Yep. Bingo. This is a lot better than having to go underneath the truck, like the other old school seats.
That's the truth.
For door panels, we're also going with TMI's Cruiser Collection. It's gonna match up with our seats real nice. Now, what I really like about these is the backing of them is fiberglass based, unlike a lot of your other manufacturers that use more of a chipboard or paper-like material that's susceptible to a lot of moisture. Yep, pretty good. Pop that in place up top. And we just pop it in the bottom here. All right. Screw down our door handle. I got a little piece of foam that goes in there to cover those up, but other than that, she's in there. Looks good.
So we got one more piece to the TMI puzzle, and that's this trick dash piece they send with the kit. Now it's made just like the door panels, got fiberglass on the back, same vinyl, same red stitching. Now, 90% of these trucks have cracked dash pads, so this is a nice option to have. Mike, you wanna throw this thing in?
Yep. We'll test that thing out and see how it fits in there.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna fit pretty good. It's a nice piece.
Got the Velcro backing, but we'll test it out first. All right, we'll get that thing buttoned down and we can take this thing down the street.
Yeah, we're almost ready to be banging some gears, aren't we?
I'll tell you what, I can't wait.
Well, neither can I.
We take our Chevy on its maiden voyage and take a victory lap or two. guys, well, we just left graphic effects. We got our stripe down the side. Man, that thing's a cherry on top.
It literally is a cherry on the top with those luscious lips, candy red. I mean, it looks good on this truck.
Yeah, that stripe, you know, I was trying to go for that first-gen Camaro SS hockey stick stripe that they have on those, where it comes up on the fender and then makes a hard turn and tapers to the quarter panel. Yeah. That's kind of the mindset with this one here, and I think it looks perfect.
Yeah, and then that 632, that original early truck with the same kind of font, same type of logo. Yeah, I mean, it really sets the truck off.
Yeah, yeah, they did a great job with the graphics there. They always treat us right, and they hit the ball right out of the park with what we're looking for.
Yeah, no, it really set the truck off.
You know, going down the road here, getting our first few laps on this thing, the Holley fuel system, the Terminator X, all the management there, all that stuff is working flawlessly. The truck's running great. Transmission from American Powertrain, clutch pedal. You know,
I mean, it feels really good. Pedals in the right spot. I mean, I couldn't be happier with that.
Yeah, we got 6 gears. We're going down the interstate. We're in 5th. You know, probably doing about 70 miles an hour.
I'm actually in 4th right now.
Oh,
let's see it. Can we get it in a 5th? There we go. 5th.
There you
Just
go.
cruising. It's like, I mean, you can daily this truck with 632 cubic inches and over 700 wheel horsepower.
Yeah. The tires, you know, that wheel package is kind of reminiscent of the old school 454 SS wheels, Continental tires. This thing's been stuck every turn. You know, we've got on it pretty good and it's stuck. Now, if we want to spin the tires, well, we can do that.
It'll step out pretty much in any gear. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, this Ride Tech suspension, I just feel it's so responsive and it's just so planted that I know what it's going to do, and I appreciate that, especially in a truck with this much power.
Right.
And that exhaust note, I mean, depending on which one you want, you have 2 different attitudes, and they're both just nasty.
Yeah, we've got the Spin Tech, those boom tubes that they sent us, and we made that dual personality exhaust with the cutouts. You know, it just adds another level of character to this thing.
That it does. This thing is just an absolute blast to drive. Power wherever you want it, it's there. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you're at, how fast you're going, you have power. And I think I need that type of power in my own vehicle because I was an LS guy, but I think I'm done with that.
Right. You've been driving around all day, but it's been comfortable over here in these TMI seats, but I want to try the driver's seat.
Like, I don't know if I want to get out of this seat. I'm having too much fun over here.
I tell you what. There it goes. Tell you what, I get that driver's seat, I'm going to show you around Nashville. We got a few cool places that we'll cruise by in our truck. Maybe even stop, check out, run this thing a little bit. You know, growing up in Nashville, it's really changed a lot in the sense of, you know, the popularity of Nashville. Even the sports teams, you know, have really evolved. So we'll go up here, we'll switch out. We got a few places to show y'all.
All right, I'd love to see it.
All right, well, here we go, Anthony.
Going through the tunnel.
Yeah, Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
This is gonna be cool.
One of the oldest round tracks in the country. Still operates on a weekly basis. Gotta get that.
That's right. And there she is.
Yeah, here we go. Coming off of turn 4.
Wave to your fans. Man, this place is cool. I just wish we need to build a couple more of these trucks, get them out here. That'd be a fun Saturday night.
Yeah.
All right, where's the victory donut? Well, Mike, out of all the spots you took me to, I think this one's my favorite.
Dude, I tell you what, this has been quite the day. We had a little bit of rain, but it cleared up, sun come out.
Track dried up.
Track dried out. I mean, ripping this thing around the fairgrounds is just awesome for me
I don't know
personally.
if there's anything better. This, honestly, is my best day at work I think I've ever had.
Yeah, it's been great. I tell you what, shaking out this truck, it's cool, it's fast, it's loud, it sounds great, especially down that front stretch.
Yeah, I think we checked all the boxes we tried to hit with this truck and then some.
Yeah. With that said, I've got one more spot you might like.
Oh,
Might like. Let's go check it out.
let's do it.
All right, buddy, this is your turn. Let's let it rip.
Let's do it.
See what you got. Bring it back in one piece.
I'm gonna try my best. We have one more test for our 632 SS. Well, hey guys, as you can see, Mike dragged me to another spot, and I'm gonna have to say this place is pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Where the hell we at, Mike?
So we're at City Raceway. It's a local 8th mile track just north of Nashville, and it's actually my hometown track. I've spent a lot of time here. 2005 high school class track champion, actually.
Uh-oh, looks like I got my work cut out for me.
Yeah. So, you know, we built this truck to be pretty much everything, a street truck, a round track, drag strip. So now we got to test it out. We got Summit Racing sent us some drag radials, some smaller wheels, so we get all that traction going down the track.
Well, what do you say we get this thing on the track and go take it for a
Let's
rip?
go rip it.
All right. All right.
Woo, doggy. All right, here we go, folks. The maiden voyage on our 632 SS. Like, I'm just gonna get it off the starting line, let at it, but just want to get it rolling. I don't want to really dump the clutch. Just get it rolling initially, and then let her eat. So, out here at City Raceway, man, I've made tons of runs down this track. Let's make another one. All right, here we go. A little bit of a burnout. Let it rip. Wow, that thing is all over the place. All over the place. Woo! First run in the books. We brought it back to the pits. Still running. Now let's see what our numbers say. 810.
Well, what'd you think? It sounded good.
Oh man, this thing is a riot.
Yeah,
it's
it
got
looks like
plenty of power. It's moving around, pedaling it a little bit, trying to keep it straight, and big tires on the front. It just wants to walk on
Well, I
yourself.
think I'm about ready. First time down a drag strip, so
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. But
yeah,
I'm
just
excited.
ease it off the line and then let her rip.
Let's do it.
All right, good luck.
All right, well, here we go. First time on a drag strip. I'm excited, a little nervous. Awesome. I definitely should have hit third, but I did not. Well, 837. All right. Not hitting third. I'm all right with that.
After a few conservative runs in the 8s, I knew this truck had more in it. And as the night was winding down and Anthony's confidence was going up, it was time to let her rip. Anthony laying it to him. That's only like his 3rd pass ever, but did great.
There we go. Found 3rd of my 3rd pass. I'm getting the drag car after this. Yeah.
Woo!
751, buddy.
All right, good
Dude.
job. Man,
Yeah.
I tell you what.
I think this just changed my life. I appreciate you bringing me out here to Music City Raceway because I'm getting a drag truck when I get home. I'm done with these show trucks. That's where it's at.
I tell you what, for 6 months, we've been working on this thing, putting in all the hard work, transforming it. Thanks to Pat and Frankie for that 632 big block.
That thing is nasty.
That thing's nasty.
Yeah.
You know, quick performance with that rear end.
Yep.
It's super fun. We tried to give you everything with this. We're on the street, on the round track, and even ripping it down the drag strip.
Rolling gears with that American powertrain 6-speed behind it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm in love with this thing.
Big thanks to Summit Racing. They really hooked us up on this, and hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah. I want to see what we have coming next. Hopefully it's another drag truck because I think I'm
You're hooked?
hooked.
You're hooked.
That's it. That's
I tell
it
you,
for me.
yeah. That's all we got for you today. Tune in next time on Music City Trucks.
We'll see you then.